Hey Anna, why are you in Korea?
That's what I want to know.
All of a sudden? All by yourself?
Yeah, I guess I'm here now.
Why are you in Korea? Hey everybody, it's Anna. If you didn't know, I was supposed to take my 4th and final year at UCLA this year and graduate with my bachelor's, but if you didn't know, COVID happened. Because of the pandemic, we've had to take online classes through Zoom, which early on I realized wasn't that great. I did pretty well in my online classes, but I don't pay out-of-state tuition to miss the campus experience and not get to meet my professors and fellow classmates. So around April, I started thinking about the idea of taking a year off of UCLA. In the end, it was a pretty easy decision because I didn't want to take school this way, and I wanted to use my last year of school on a really good experience. So I decided to come back when it would be better. Besides, I'm already a year ahead in age, so if I come back in 1 year, then I'll be graduating at the age I was supposed to anyway. I wouldn't be ready to be an adult if I graduated next year already. However, once I decided to skip the year, I knew I couldn't be trusted to be doing nothing, so I have to figure out what to do. The first thing that came to mind was video editing, so I thought I would put myself through a year-long intensive video editing program so I could really get better at it. The other thing that came to me was Korean. Now in April, when quarantine hit, I got into K-pop, which was like a good thing and a bad thing, but when I listen to songs, if I can't sing along or understand what the lyrics are saying, it really kind of bothers me. So that motivated me to start learning Korean again and pick up where I left off with Korean classes a couple years ago at MC. And then I realized my sister is going to Korea this year, why don't I? And it was just kind of out of the blue idea. I don't really know why I had the idea, but I started working towards it slowly and making all the plans to go. I really started working hard on my Korean study and working on Talk to Me with Korean. So I made the plan slowly over the course of a couple months. I decided to attend a Korean language course at Sogang Daehakyo, and I figured out how to get a visa, and it was really stressful given all the COVID travel implications and stuff. And then when August came, I was like, why am I going to Korea? But I had made the plans, so I went. And now I'm here. From the moment I got on the plane heading to Korea, people saw me and assumed I spoke Korean and started speaking Korean to me. I was really scared. And arriving at the airport had me really anxious because there was a lot of steps to go through for immigration and COVID testing and going to quarantine and how I would get there. And it was all really uncertain, so I was extremely nervous. I think everything I've done since I got here, I've been scared out of my mind to do, even if it was simple. I took a taxi. Every time I got called on the phone, I didn't know what they were saying. I started sweating. I went to the convenience store for the first time, which is like the most normal thing to do in Korea. I was just terrified. I still haven't gotten good at going to restaurants to order food yet, and I'm learning how to cook meals with Korean ingredients because I can't really make the same kinds of food I usually make. I'm originally not the traveling type. I like to stay at home where I know it's comfortable and just sit there. I would be fine if I never had to travel. So I really think it was God's plan that sent me here because I would not have come up with that idea myself. And when it came to August, the real me came back out and I was like, I don't want to go. Why am I going? I don't like traveling. But now that I'm here, I think it's the best way I could be using my time during this entire pandemic situation. I don't think since I was in MC, I've been back to this feeling where I'm constantly embarrassing myself and constantly terrified of doing simple things, and then I do the simple thing and nothing went wrong and it was just fine and there's no reason to be scared. I think this sort of feeling is really the best place to be, even though I hate it so much, because that's where you're growing and learning new things and gaining new experience and just not being stagnant. Yeah, I really hate it, but if you're not embarrassing yourself constantly and feeling like you want to crumple into a ball and die, then you're not doing anything, I think. So compared to America, I really never wanted to go outside in America, to be honest. I stayed inside so much, but in Korea, the situation's a little more under control. Actually, just as I got here, they had a couple little bumps and cases, and I think it's around 100 a day right now for the whole country. But overall, it's more safe. People are living normal lives here. There's no lockdown. Everyone in Korea wears a mask. And many times when I've gone into stores or different places, I've had to write down my name and phone number so that if the shop finds out that there was a case that visited there, they can contact everyone who had been there. I still stay inside quite a lot because it's comfortable, but I should go out a little more and embarrass myself. So yeah, that's what I'm up to these days. I'm taking classes. Currently, the Korean class is online. There's plans to make them offline, but we don't know yet. And I'm using my afternoons to study video editing and definitely a lot of Korean. I really want to get good at Korean, so hopefully within this year, if I live in Korea and I study Korean, I can actually speak it. I really hope I will. So I will study really hard, I will. So that's what I'm up to in Korea. To all my friends in Maryland, well, I don't really have that many. To all my friends in Los Angeles, bye. I'll see you next year, maybe? And I'll be able to speak Korean when I come back. And I'll have embarrassed myself a lot more times than you. So that's my update for today. See you guys next time in the next one.